Yes, it's Matrimony. People, singles, men, women, marriage, music, money, at all. Matrimony. Every Friday by 5 p.m. Central, a new day dawns. You're welcome to join this cutting-edge online community connect for family and friends by Doris Olufunke Olatunji, an online community talk show where all marriage-related existential issues are treated. Whatever happens to dating, engagement, planning a society ceremony, building a happy home, newlyweds, vacations, all rise and fall on Money. Yes, you heard right. What? So what's your question? Call +181 7933 1774. WhatsApp calls only. You can also build your business as you partner with us, increasing your sales and patronage when we make some noise for you. You get us in, we get you out there. Follow us on all your favorite social media handles. This public announcement is brought to you by the Soul Lifters World Group, Alabaster Foundation, and Pastor Doris Olufunke Olatunji Partners.
Opportunity to be here today on the show Matrimony. God bless you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. And as you have joined, I just want you to invite others, invite your friend, invite your friends, invite families, invite your spouse, invite everyone. Let's come together and have a wonderful time again today. I'm very excited to be here. This is the 28th episode of Matrimony, and today we will be talking on red flags. Thank you for joining us. I'm Doris Olufunke Olatunji. Yes, if you are just joining us for the first time on this show, you are welcome. We love to have you. And yes, invite others, invite friends, invite families. You see us on Facebook on Doris Olufunke Olatunji timeline, or you can check us on YouTube, Pastor Doris Olatunji's channel. Yes, you will find us there. And the number to call in is +1 817 933 1774. Again, the number to call is +1 817 933 1774. Thank you and happy Friday. Let's wait for others so that you don't want to be safe. Let's wait for others. Join us. Invite others to join us. Invite all your contacts. Invite your friends. Invite everyone. Let's come, because today we have a very wonderful topic ahead of us, which is very interesting. I want everyone to be part of it, because this is what is going on in our world now. We really need it. We need to talk about it. We need to share about it. We need to enlighten ourselves about it. So good to have you here this evening. Welcome to Matrimony. I'm Doris Olatunji. Thank you. Yeah, you can benefit from it. It's Matrimony. Today again, we other moment. Yes, I can say Easter. PM Nigeria time and 9 p.m. United Kingdom. Pastor Doris Olatunji's channel. Yes, you find us on Twitter. Yes, you find us on 9 p.m. in Nigeria, 9 p.m. in the United Kingdom. Yes, join us. And always, you can call us in any moment. Yeah, we would like to have your opinion. We would like you to share with us. We would like you to ask questions. Yeah, we want you to contribute one way or the other to this program. You can call us in on the number +1 817 933 1774 +1 817 933 1774. Thank God it's Friday. Yeah, wonderful weekend ahead of us. Yes, join us. Invite others to join us. Invite others to join us. Thank you for joining us. Yes, I'm excited because the topic before us this afternoon is very important to us. If you are not yet married, in fact, more important. If you are married, yes, important, very important. Today we'll be dealing with red flags in relationship, part 1. Red flags in relationship, part 1. And today, as usual, I have my remote guest, Miss Bibian Lebechi, all the way from Chicago. Thank you, sis, for having you on this program. I welcome you, and I want you to welcome all our viewers. Welcome all our viewers. Greet them and tell them what you one or two things. Yes, as you have come to this program this evening. Over to you, Sister Bibian. Welcome our viewers, our guests.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning, wherever you are logging in from. This is wonderful. We are grateful to be alive, and happy Easter, or belated Easter, I should say, to everyone. I hope you all had a wonderful Easter this past Sunday. So we have a wonderful show for you today, Red Flags in Relationship. What are those red flags? Stay tuned. We will be able to share everything with you, and we also expect you to call in with your questions. But right now, this is opportunity for you to invite your friends. These are kind of a opportunity type of shows that you do not want even your enemy to miss. So send that, spread out the news. Invite folks on your social media, through email, through texting, whatever got you to the show. Please share that link. Don't be stingy. We'd love to talk to you, and we would love to hear from you guys too. Call in with your questions, because that's what we are here for. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to get it going for you.
Thank you so much. That is Miss Bibian Lebechi, all the way from Chicago. Thank you for always being there. God bless you. And thank you all our viewers. I want to welcome every one of you. In a bit, we'll be going for a commercial, and by the time we come back, yes, we will dive right into the talk show. Thank you, every one of us, for joining us. Yes, we are expecting a lot of you today. You can see people joining us already. So invite others. She said, even invite your enemies. Yes, nobody want to miss this. So invite everybody wherever you are, all over the world. Yes. Thank you and thank you. We will be right back. Welcome back. Thank you. Just like I said the other time, the topic we have today before us is red flags in relationships. Red flags? What are red flags? What do you mean by red flags? Yes, some of us are familiar with this, some of us may not be, but today, yes, we will learn and we will remind of ourselves what we've known before and learn new things. That's why I don't want you to miss this program. Thank you for joining us once again. Red flags. Red flags? Yes, red flags are red flags. There are some that are redder, if I can use that English, redder than others. Beware of red flags in relationship. They tell you something. That is or maybe they should tell you something. It's pretty straightforward to me. When someone constantly demeans you, treats you like a mere object that can easily be disposed of, you've got to walk away. Yeah, to be clear, for a start, I'm talking to my unmarried friends out there. If you are yet to marry, you have not even made any vow, you have not committed yourself, maybe you are in a relationship. Yes, you are thinking that one day you will take it to the next level, but you are not yet married. Yes, this one concerns you more than anything. Red flags in relationship. Red flags. Yes, those of you who are maybe, casually dating or in a relationship, you have the hope that one day, okay, I'm going to settle down with this person. If you see all those things, these red flags we are going to talk about today, you need to run. You don't have to walk away. Because if you walk, it may be slow somehow. Just run. Yes, run. Because you still have your whole life before you. Yes, no vow has been made until, unlike those that have been married and say, oh, what do I do now? And I don't want divorce. And I don't want this. And I don't want... Even for those that are married, yes, you will still get there. But now, for those that are not yet married, it's very easy. It's very easy. Run now. Because while you still have time, while you still have the opportunity, you still have the power to make your relationship be what you want it to be. So if there's someone, you are in a relationship and the person is not even treating you with dignity, it's not treating you with love, it's not treating you with respect, it's time for you to let such person know that I will not stand to be treated like this. No. If they want to learn, if they want to change, good. But you have to make your intention known. And if you see that it's not working, run. Just like I said the other time. Run. At times, it is easier. It is easier said than done. When you are in that kind of situation, you will be saying, this is what I will do. But when you are in the situation, because a lot of us have experienced a lot of things that's supposed to be red flags, that's supposed to caution you one way or the other. But you just go ahead anyway, thinking that this is just something simple. It doesn't really matter. But now, for those that are yet to be married, just like I said the other time, the whole lot of opportunity before you. So red flags. Red flags. What do we mean when we say red flags in generally, they believe that, oh, if you are already in a relationship, you are married, no matter what comes your way, you just have to stay there, even if you die there. They will say, it will give you one kind of name, or what happens to your children if you leave, all those kind of things, all those common beliefs, and let me say cultural beliefs, or things that have been passed down. But no, now you choose absolutely who you love, who you want to spend the rest of your life. Marriage journey is too long for you to be enduring things that you are supposed to lay off. So if someone constantly belittles you, if someone constantly tells you are worthless, that person may not even say it in words, but indeed, maybe it's in his or her action telling you that you are worthless and who are you? You think you are important? You are not important. The person is showing it to you. No respect, no nothing. Or the person is playing mind games with you. Or he communicates to you straight that look at you straight to your eye and say it to you. Nah, don't think you are don't think you are so precious or something. It's time for you to stand up and walk with this. Yes, because what you should know is that whatever happens to you when you are in courtship or dating somebody, maybe those things that are bad, they only grow worse. That is when you get married. So don't think that it's just saying that, or she's just doing like that. I know that with time things will work out, or maybe when we get married, things will work out. No, it's time for you to leave. It's very crucial for you at this moment to open your eyes wide, shine your eyes. But people will say, shine your eyes. It's time for you to open your eyes wide when you're in a relationship, so that you can notice and consider anything that looks, or anything that is red flags. Anything that is red flags, anytime it prop up in your relationship, open your eyes, shine your eyes very well, notice it. Don't let that saying, love is blind anyway. Don't let your love be blinded. Open your eyes very well, because this is a long journey ahead of you. You know, most of us that have, at least, if not all, most of us have cars. You know, when that engine light when it comes up, you know that I need to check something. Something is wrong with this engine. If you refuse to do anything about it, before you know it, the car will just you refuse to serve you again. That's it. The car is dead. The engine is gone. So it's just like a caution for you to know that, yes, I need to take action about this. So, and you know, it's not that maybe you are in a relationship now, the first month, second month, third month, everything is going on well, and you think that there is no red flags, I don't care. You know, when we were talking about courtship and dating like 2-3 weeks ago, we were saying something about stages of courtship, and we said the first one is attraction. That one may last for like 6 months. That first month to 6 months, oh my God, it's like you are in heaven. You write letters, you call yourself. This age of technology, you call as many times as possible, you send messages, you send a lot of things to yourself. So you are so in love, you may not even notice anything. And in those stages, there are people will not want you to, your partner may not want you to see that this person is bad. Of course, you will not be in a relationship and right there you start misbehaving. You want to give it your best. You want to put in extra effort. You want to put in extra effort to be patient, to be kind. You want to present the best version of yourself to your partner or to your dating partner. Yes, you are trying to impress the other person. So during those months, you may not notice anything. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's good. It's good for you to just be your best, but let it continue like that. But after like 5-6 months, the person you know is completely now a new person, a different person, maltreating you, treating you somehow, and you are just giving an excuse for him or her. Anyway, maybe I'm the one that provoked him. Maybe I'm the one that provoked that, and you continue with that relationship. No, those are red flags. When you spot those red flags, please take action. Take action. Obviously, you know, every relationship and individual, we are different. If you are born in the same family, of the same parents, of course you are different. It does not necessarily mean that because you are of the same parents, so we must have the same behavior, we must behave the same way, we must relate the same way. No. How much less the person that is not even born of your parents? You just, maybe you meet, maybe in school, wherever, in the church, wherever. So you are definitely going to be different people. But the joy of coming together is working on your differences to make it work out for you. But if you are experiencing one or two things, oh, we have a call. I think we can pick it before we, yes. Let's pick this call before we continue. Hello. Thank you. Thank you for calling him. Yes, can we know you? I want tèmi nìyẹn, ìyá ọkọ tó sure. Though I've not eaten today anyway. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
And the girl escorted him out, you know, and they were standing by the roadside, and a classmate of the lady, you know, was passing by, and that one, you know, seeing a friend, a high school friend, and it's been a while,
Yeah,
you know,
hello.
with the joy, yes, you know, and, you know, with joy, they just, you know, clung onto each other and said, wow, thank God. And right there, the fiancé, you know, got mad and started yelling, you know, to the extent of pushing her and, like, you know, slapping. And when not know that the mother was looking,
watching,
you know,
from the window. Of course.
And immediately the lady returned back, you know, she wanted to cover up. You know, when the mom said, what happened? How did she want to cover up? But the mom said, no, I saw everything. Let me tell you, you are not going to marry that guy. If he can be doing this right from now,
even in front of your house.
Your house, what do you expect of him? And it happened that this very person that my friend was talking about happened to be somebody popular, and that I myself, you know, I knew one-on-one, you know, and to God be the glory, the mom stepped into that, and they were not married. They did not, and that stopped. So we parents too, not only parents, people around, you know, we have elderly people around us. When they see things like that and they call your attention to it, please let us not be, love is no longer blind. In the olden days, they would say, if you're not comfort you, like you are buying.
Seriously.
And you have to be able to pinpoint that. No. Because once you allow that bullying and abuse to continue once, it will never stop.
It will never stop.
It takes the grace of God, total brokenness of that person, it will stop. And you are not the one that can even stop that. Let me strike that out. Don't say, when I marry him, it will change. No. Or when I marry her. Because it can come from a woman too.
Of course.
Story. The pastor told me that a woman will beat the husband. It was started that when they are caught, maybe that guy was the low key one that doesn't respond, or whatever thing you say. all in the name of love. To the extent that when they got married, she became the Lord and Master.
The husband of the husband of the man.
Of the man. So let us all be watchful, especially we adults in the church,
In the neighborhood,
you know?
yeah, in the community.
And you know about these two people are relating, be watchful, you know, and let them know the reality of life, so that when they got married and things happen, you will not blame yourself that, and I saw this thing,
Yeah,
and
I know.
I know. May that not be our portion.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, my God bless you. I'll be expecting my lunch money and
Don't
dinner
worry.
money. Yes, ma'am.
Don't worry.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Wow, that's very apt. Thank you so much, Deaconess Adedokun, Becky Adedokun, all the way from Dallas. Thank you for that contribution. I'm very happy for that example. You know, the mother was not aware, according to what she said, the lady would have gone ahead with that relationship. Now, he almost beat you up in front of your house because because one of your old friends was trying to greet you. Now, if you are married, what will he now do? You have not made any vow. You are not his wife yet. Now, he's doing that. I want us to apply wisdom in whatever you do. And don't be saying, if I don't marry him now, or if I don't marry her now, where will I start from? You know, because some people, they will just say, they are saying all these things, but you know, it's just, I will just cope with it, because where will I start from? No, you don't do that. Red flags, just like I said the other time, some are redder than others, and it only gives you, let me say, the thought of you. There are some that will just that should make you to run far away. Yes. So when we are saying red flags, what do we mean by red flags? You know, red flags are behaviors that give you, or that should give you, a serious pause. You just wait and see. Wait and think about it. And it could sometimes indicate a larger pattern. So red flags, they are certain signs, there are certain behaviors that should get you to think that, am I willing or am I ready to continue in this relationship? Should I continue in this relationship? Because it's just revealing something to you that you need to take action on. There are some red flags that you know, when you see, you can easily deal with, like maybe your partner. He or she is the one that forgets birthdays or some important dates. Yeah, you can work on that. All those ones but there are some that you know that is either you run away from this relationship, because just like I said, and just like we used to say, when you notice something, when you are in relationship, maybe you are dating, you are in courtship, and there are some things that are bad and you are experiencing, you don't work on them, you don't do anything about them, thinking that things will just sort itself out, or I will try and cope. Such things become so much bad, they exacerbate in future, in marriage. So those are the things we want to talk about today. And I want to appreciate every one of you for joining us. And the bottom line is that, let's say your partner's behavior makes you uncomfortable. Your partner's behavior makes you so, let me say, there's a fear in you, you know, like something is not right within you. You feel so uncertain, you feel so doubtful. You should know that that thing that is giving you concern needs to be addressed properly if you really want to go ahead with that kind of a relationship And if it is addressed, the outcome depends on either you stay in that relationship or you walk away before it is too late. Because we have a lot of things happening in marriages today, in relationships today, that that should have not, let me say, if it has been taken care of from the onset, it shouldn't have led to that. But most of the time, we just leave such things unaddressed. We leave them maybe just anyway. Maybe you're nonchalant. You just feel that there's not much. Let me just cope with it. No. What is that thing? What is that thing that is making you to feel so uncomfortable in your relationship? Pay attention to it. And apart from seeing those things, those signs, those red flags, yes, you need to pay attention to your gut feeling too. Because at times, your body will just, your spirit at times will not even go well with something. If there are certain behaviors that arises, and you are asking yourself certain questions. Does this behavior, does it make me safe or unsafe? The way this guy or the way this lady is behaving, does it make me uncared for? Does it make me feel bad about myself? If the answer to any of those questions, or many more that you think you can ask, if the answer to them is yes, then you are in a red flag territory. Don't ignore how you feel. Don't ignore your feelings. Check in with your feelings always. Yes, when you are in a relationship. At times it could be so physical. You may feel maybe tightness of your chest. You may feel so bad right from within. There may be a lot of sensations, that may arise when you experience such things. Do not just, don't ignore it. Don't ignore it, please. And now, I want us to go for a commercial break in a while. And when we come back, we'll have to listen to Sister Vivian Lebechi, all the way from Chicago. I know she has a lot of things to tell us today. All these are kissy kind of a thing. So we want to see and we want to hear when we come back from the commercial break. So, but the bottom line is that any behavior that makes you uncomfortable, any behavior that you feel that it makes you so dejected and somebody is treating you like a trash or you are not important, those are red flags. Those and other signs that we will still talk about as we continue in this discussion. You will see them and you know that these are red flags. I have to run away. I have to do something about it before it's too late. So by the time we return from the commercial, Sister Bibi and Lebechi will have to tell our viewers more. Then we are expecting your call. Call us in any moment on this program. The number to dial is +1 817 933 1774. +1 817 933 9774. Please, we are expecting you and join us. You are looking at our Facebook. Join us on Facebook. Join us on YouTube. Join us on Twitter. Join us on Instagram. We are all over and you will be blessed. We will be right back. Don't go away. on Doris Olufunke Olatunji's timeline, and on YouTube, Pastor Doris Olatunji's channel. Find us on Instagram, we're on Twitter. Join us on Matrimony. Matrimony streams live every Friday, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Nigeria time, 9 p.m. United Kingdom time. Yes, and today is the 28th episode of Matrimony. And guess what? We're talking about red flags in relationships. Yes, over to you, Sister Bibian. What do you have to tell our viewers on red flags in relationships? Thank you so much.
That's awesome. It's one of those things that are really kind of like easy to be overlooked, ignored, and not pay attention to, but when we know to. But I want to start back by what you already given some definitions of it. It really is, as you said, but I want to kind of break it down a little bit in a layman term and say, really, red flag is anything once you start feeling uncomfortable, it goes against your standard, and you really wouldn't know a red flag unless you have already established what is your value. What do you value in the relationship? What are you looking? What are a good standard in a relationship for you? I'll say, for example, I am a person that would love, as most of the people who knows things here, if I'm a kissy person and he doesn't like to be kissy, I need to take that as a extension of a red flag, but not too heavily into it. It just means I have to know when to, and also withdraw how much of it that I share. But the most important thing is that red flag points out to us how the individual is lacking integrity, dishonesty, how the individual is not respecting the relationship that you guys are trying to build. So, too much of red flags can be a very big problem because if you do ignore it, then it leads to consequent situations that you would not want to have. The lady who called in was perfect example. It's really wonderful. I'm glad that she saw that and that her daughter paid attention to her suggestion. Now, it may not most of the time work out that way, but it's a good thing that both of them have paid attention to it and make sure that the daughter doesn't make a mistake of her life. Red flags in men and red flags in women is how we really, and then we'll look at it together in a relationship. So for most men, and again, it could go either way, but I just want to use this as a way to guide all of us. Red flags in men, you want to really look out for any man. I mean, who wouldn't want a kissy kissy, right? But as we have described it in this show, but you really want to pay attention to too much anger, too much taking your lightness to be every little thing to becoming, very a serious big deal. So you want to pay attention to that. Are you walking on toes on your on nails? Are you constantly walking on nails so you don't upset your partner? That's a big red flag. I mean, how long will you tolerate that? The relationship's supposed to help carry out happiness, cultivate and grow both of you, and with each other. So you want to pay attention red flags in men like that who
Yeah,
if
let's
you're,
pick
again,
this call,
I'm
please.
not singling saying that this is mostly them, but just this
Hello?
few, you know.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, you are on to Matrimony Live.
Yes, ma'am. I'm calling for a question.
Yes, your name and where you're calling from, please.
My name is Precious, and I'm calling from Jonesboro, Arkansas.
That is my beautiful princess, Precious Olatunji. God bless you, baby.
Amen.
So, what do you have for us this evening?
Because of the topic, I have two questions. So,
Yes, ma'am.
I wanted to ask, is a red flag, is it a thing that can be fixed? And also, if it is,
is it, when do you know to stay if someone wants to fix their red flag?
Those are powerful questions. Thank you so much. Thank you for those questions. Yes. The first one is that those things we call red flags, can they be fixed? And secondly, when do you know the boundary, when to run? Thank you so much. Yes, it's possible. There are some red flags that can be fixed in a relationship. And those, when we started, I was saying that red flags are red flags, and some red flags are redder, if that English is allowed, are redder than others. There are some red flags that can be fixed. I gave an example the other time. Maybe your partner is the type that he will not remember, maybe he doesn't even remember his own birthday. And birthday and some important days are very important to you. You not say because of that you want to break up the relationship. No, that one can be fixed. Try and let him know, or let her know. Okay, I don't appreciate how you don't used to remember important dates, because they are important to me. They are important to my family. Things like that can be fixed. And in relationship, there are some red flags that the person that you feel is behaving that way may not even be aware, or maybe they are aware, they feel it's nothing. We have different backgrounds, different upbringing. They may feel that it's nothing serious, and to you it's serious. That's why the issue of communication is very, very important. Talk about everything. When you are not comfortable with something, don't just keep quiet about it, or think that, oh, he should know, she should know. No, because nobody is an angel. Nobody has that spirit except what God reveals to you. So if you feel bad about something, or you are not comfortable about something, or you are so doubtful about something in your relationship, talk about it. And if your partner is the willing type, he or she is ready to make amends, and you go on with the relationship, fine, why not? But there are some red flags that if you see or you experience in relationship, in fact, you don't need any preaching. You don't need any sermon. You need to run. The first caller on this program today, Evangelist Becky Adedokun, gave an example of a lady that the fiance came to their house to visit her, and when he was going, the lady just said, okay, let me just see you off to the front of the house. And while they were there beside the car of the guy, an old schoolmate of that lady saw her across the road. This is you, long time. Just embrace the lady. He greeted the lady. And they said the fence was so annoyed. He pushed the lady. He became so violent about that kind of a thing. The person you have not even married, and that kind of anger, that kind of violence is being shown. Definitely, that kind of a guy can beat somebody. He will definitely abuse her physically one day. So those kind of red flags, in fact, you don't have to talk about it. Just run. Walk away. If you feel that walking away is too slow, run, my dear. So we will see, in fact, that was why I said the other time, your gut feeling is very important. There are some things that you will experience that you know that, oh, if you can talk about this, even as believers, if you can pray about this, things will work out. And you do that, there are changes. Yeah, why not? Because nobody is perfect. That is it. Nobody is perfect. As you are seeing red flags in somebody, he is seeing red flag in you. But red flags that are so obvious, that are so destructive, like abuse of any kind, please, those ones you don't even need to fix anything. Just leave the relationship. I hope I'm able to answer your question. Thank you so much. Yeah. God bless you. Bye. Wow. That's wonderful. Back to you, Sister Vivian. You had that question, and I'm very happy that that question is coming from my precious daughter. It's coming from somebody that is not yet married, because these days we have a lot of, all our children, they have a lot of belief, a lot of saying, a lot of things that they feel that is right or is not right, kind of a thing. So I'm very happy if I see them asking questions or contributing. Oh, before we get to Sister Bibian, another caller is coming in. God bless you. Hold on, please. Hello.
Hello. Good evening from here, ma.
God bless you. And who are you? Where are you calling from?
Oluwaseyi Fumi from Nigeria.
Yes. Oluwaseyi Fumi. God has done this for me. God bless you for, let me say, always and always being on the program. Thank you so much.
Amen.
So, how is everything over there in Nigeria?
We thank God the Lord has been faithful.
The Lord is
We have
faithful.
survived.
And God will continue to have mercy upon our land. Oh. He will remember His mercy upon Nigeria. Yes.
Amen.
God bless you. So what do you have for us this evening on the program, please?
Yeah, red flag or red flags in relationship.
Yes, ma'am.
There are a lot of it that, just like the first caller said, that love is blind. But by the time the eyes of that love will be opened, it might be too late.
Wow.
And one vital thing, and one very essential thing that cannot be joked with, to my own perspective. You will say, "Ọmọ burúkú ṣe fẹ́, àna burúkú ṣe ní," which means you can marry a terrible child, but you dare not have
Terrible
not just a terrible in-law, bad in-law. And what can make in-law to be terrible or bad when they are not genuinely born again? There is no amount of fire that is burning in the child, either the man or the woman. If the parents are not genuinely born again, they are part and parcel of your partner's life.
Yeah, especially from where we are coming from, especially in Africa. Yeah.
Yes. So if they are not genuinely born again, they will drag you back into doing things that are not glorifying unto God. And you have married them.
Abi?
You have married them. Esau married a woman. The women Esau married, they were torn in the flesh of Esau's parents. And that was why they sent Jacob afar off. Oh, Jacob,
that you go far, don't do like your brother.
Yes. Go and marry from my brother. It is better. That is a very, very vital red flag that Christians these days overlook. There is no how you will marry a man or a woman and then you will not associate with the parents. If you know you cannot associate and tolerate the parents completely in whatever they believe in and in whatever they serve, it's a super red flag that you must step back from.
That's right. Because
the influence on the child cannot be overemphasized. Cannot be overemphasized.
That's right.
So if you are married, if you are courting anyone, you should court into a family that is totally and genuinely born again. What relationship has light with darkness? It should not be unequally yoked with unbelievers, either parents or the individual. I pray that God will help us.
Amen. Amen.
And help our children to be able to hear clearly from God, to be led to the right person.
Amen.
They will not marry and miss.
Amen.
In Jesus' name.
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much for that point. Oh, yeah, that is very, very important. That is very important. You remember when we were dealing with courtship and dating, and we are saying that one of those things that you should do while you are in courtship or while you are dating, I say you should talk about everything. Talk about everything, and it includes family. You must know that those are part of benefits of courtship. That you must know that you are not just marrying your husband alone. You are not marrying your wife alone. Are you ready to relate with or his extended selves? Like now, if your parents-in-law say, okay, I want to see my grandchildren, just bring them in for weekend or bring them in for holiday. Okay, we have Thanksgiving in the family. As a family, we celebrate Thanksgiving together. So bring all your children. Are you comfortable? Are you willing to be able to take your children out to such family? Because others will bring their own children to, they'll have to mix up. So those are all the things you must be sure of in courtship. And thank God it's coming out today again in red flags. Yes, now the super red flag for a child of God is for you to marry an unbeliever. Do not be an unequally yoked with an unbeliever. The Bible even said it. Thank you for that call. I appreciate you. Oluwase Yufumi Owade, all the way from United States of Nigeria. That's my beloved country. Thank you so much. So, Sister Vivian, over to you. Back to you. And you start from where you stopped the other time. And you continue what you want to tell our viewers. Thank you so much. Yeah, let's listen to
No
you.
problem. No problem. It was nice to hear from the ladies, though. You know, it's good that people are paying attention to red flags. You know, I had just wanted to make sure that you know, where the certain types of red flags you see men versus the ladies. Of course, most men have a tendency to be more angry. You know, if you see a man or if you're in a relationship with a man who gets upset so easily, every little thing, you know, to me, that's a red flag. And then who, you know, especially if that anger gets to where he has to raise a hand to you, there's no relationship. I don't care how much you love the person, it is not worth it. But of course, in any of these things, the best important thing is not to look for. You guys will always hear me say here that what we look for in a relationship is what we will find, and what we want in a relationship is what we need to deliver. So if you are a person with integrity and honesty, be sure you are offering that to your person, to your partner, and in doing so, your partner have more opportunity to also equally match that to you. So, you know, what you seek in others, you need to also be able to provide it. And when you change, then your environment, everyone will change. It's always goes hand in hand like that. And so, for further red flags in men, is if you find that they are lying or cheating, it's a big red flag before you get married. Don't just assume, oh, he's gonna stop. He promised me he will stop. Um, you know, again, the red flag will determine what you tolerate. What is your standard? What is your requirement in a relationship? Like for example, when I was, you know, looking and courting, I prayed to the Lord, which everyone should do, that I don't want a man who smokes. Of course, most of the men who came, they were wonderful, but I have to stick to that value because it's not something I could cover under the carpet and say, oh, it'll go away. Because a lot of them that came, they all promised heaven and earth that come to pass. But you don't go dangling around. That shouldn't stop you from being nice and humble and appreciating the gentleman, because you never know where God is going to connect you, who maybe your
Hello?
most perfect husband or partner.
That's my boy. God bless you, Triumphant.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
What do you have for us this evening, sir?
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
If you're dating someone and you break up with them because they had a lot of red flags, but like months later you find out like they gave their life to Christ and they're trying to get back with you, what do you advise?
That's a serious one. So like the question is, you are dating someone and the person has a lot of red flags. So you decided to quit the relationship. So you break up with them, and later in life, they gave their life to Christ, and now they are trying to get back with you. Right? Is that the question?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you for that question. Yeah, I appreciate it. That's a big one. You know, when we were talking, the last caller before you was telling us that we should not be, we should not marry a non-believer as a believer, as a child of God. Yes, we should not be unequally yoked with a non-believer. Now, if you are in a relationship and that person has a lot of red flags, I said the other time, it's not all the red flags that you break up with the person. If you talk about it and the person is ready to make amends, or you can see changes, yes, those kind of red flags, that you walk over it, because nobody is perfect. You walk and you work on yourself, work on your partner. But now there are some red flags like if you maybe somebody's beating you already, or any little thing, the person is angry, or the person is cheating on kind of red flags, you have to run away from this. Now, Sister Vivian, you listen to that question from Triumphant, all the way from Tahlequah in Oklahoma. Now, he's saying that you are in a relationship with somebody and the person has a lot of red flags, so you decided to quit the relationship. Now the person is back to Christ and is trying to get back to you. What do you do? What do you advise in that situation? Sister Vivian, please help us. Thank you.
Okay, so they were in a relationship, right? It's somebody that he was in a relationship and he feels that he's seen a lot of red flags from the person, and he doesn't know if he wants to go back to the relationship. Is that what it was? Hello? Sister, can you hear me? So the first thing that I usually will advise for any question whatsoever is to pray about it. Because also, although we want to address red flags, sometimes our suspicions can lead us to seeing things we're not supposed to see, or that wasn't there before. So the first thing will be to pray about it, and then give the young lady a chance again. If it's for marriage, I would say hold off on marrying yet, so that you can know for sure. When Christ said, "Marry of equally yoked,"
given his life to Jesus. It's not back to God. So, do you advise that they go back to the relationship and begin to date again, or should forget about the relationship? Totally.
I advise that the relationship should be put on at a halt for a little bit, and not a complete distancing from each other. They can go out on a date, so you can be able to continue to build bonding and also develop rapport. The more rapport we develop with individuals, or contact that we come with individuals, the more opportunity we get to know who they are or how they are. But the key thing here is pray about it, and also of the red flags that he's pointing out, which of them are against his values? Has he identified what are his values? What are the standards of things that he respects and wants in a relationship? That's what's going to help him to really know what's the real red flag against what he's trying to build. And if it's someone he wants to, he needs to also understand where she's coming from. What are the values she's bringing in and expecting and hoping that they build together as a partner. And then from there, he will be able to decipher, and he would really see that some of the things they consider red flags now may not necessarily be red flags. But the bottom line is to pray about whatever the situation he's seen already. I wouldn't go into heavy relationship yet until he knows for sure, how this person is and how he is, his values are against what he's seeing. Yes. And so for most ladies, a red flag on ladies is suspicion. We're so prone to suspect. Oh, is he cheating? Is he telling us the truth? Is it this? What I usually tell people to solve that is to say, okay, take a break and ask yourself, in this relationship, did you come with a mind to cheat? So if you're not coming with a mind to cheat, why are you suspecting someone else whether they're cheating? And that means that you're looking at yourself as the only person who's honest, who can carry out integrity. So instead of worrying and spending so much, useless time suspecting someone, accepting and intervening and taking control rather than you taking control, suspecting, being so busy that this person is cheating. And another red flag in most ladies, they have a tendency to do cover up so that the person will be, so that they be in line in good faith with the person. Cover up to me is also a lie. So every cover up is a lie. If you cover up to your person or your partner, guess what? They're gonna cover up to you too. So really goes back again to what are you looking for? What are your values? And those values, you need to live it up. If you live up that value, if you don't like someone lying to you, stop lying. Then they will stop lying to you. You gotta live up your value. You can't just expect someone to be perfect, but you are not perfect. And again, it goes with how we raise our children too. When you build yourself in good value, you're gonna raise your children in those values too. Because students look up to us. It's the same thing in relationship. Different. It doesn't matter how the baggage that we come into the relationship with. If you live up an honesty, the person eventually, even if they don't intend to be honest, they're gonna something in their heart is gonna make them feel conflicted, and feel really, bad that they're behaving in this way to you while you've been nice to them and being, honest with them. So live up to your standard. Don't worry about what other people are doing because you can't really control what they're doing. But I believe when we live up to our standard, then people are ready to give up their red flags that they're giving to us because these are perceptions that we're getting from people. Of course, red flags are very, very heavy. Anytime you see someone putting you down, when you are in a relationship, that means they don't respect you, neither do they respect the relationship. So those are really heavy, big red flag to not carry on any relationship. If you want the relationship to go on very well, do not cover up, do not pretend, oh, he's gonna change, oh, this is just only one time. No. If you cover up for the person, that person is not the one who is aware of the wrongdoing. So for someone to change, they have to be aware of what they are doing wrong. And that's part of confessing to God and being able to let things controlled by God. So when we know what we are doing wrong, the tendency to change is high. Rather than someone else answering for us, oh, he will change, he will do this. So the ladies have a tendency to do that. Do not cover up for your partner. Whatever is a red flag, you must accept it that it's a red flag. But the first solution is not just finding the red flag. What are the solutions? Let's take it to the Lord. Let's pray about it. And after praying about it, make time. Find a good time to talk to your partner about what you are seeing, what you are perceiving. Perhaps the partner doesn't know that they're giving you that red flag. They don't intend to give you such red flag. And that comes to solution. And when they are aware of what they are doing, if the person loves you so much, then that comes to be bringing compromise. They're going to be willing to compromise in order to be able to change. When they are willing to compromise, they will change. And when they change, happiness is in the partnership. So it's very, very important that we are willing to pray about it, willing to talk about it with our partner, and get that out in the open so that things are being honored in the relationship. Things are being talked about and communicated in the relationship. Another red flag is jealousy. It's, your partner could be jealous. A lot of jealousy usually come from men. And when they're jealous, then it leads to also raising their voice, and it leads to also having fights in relationships. So when you notice that little tendency of jealousy, ask yourself, why is this coming? Because what you're doing is actually bringing the habit of your partner. What am I doing that's making him feel jealous? How can I ask the Lord? How can I make it better so that he doesn't feel jealous? Am I telling him lies? Am I saying I'm at my girlfriend's when I'm not at my girlfriend's? There's a lot of things that can lead someone to be jealous. So you want to examine yourself, because again, it's not just only examining the outside, of our partner, seeing the things that they're doing wrong. What they're doing is actually really depend on how we are bringing ourselves around them. Some people also go to, when you see like extreme emotions, and those extreme emotions can lead to alcoholism or substance abuse, like taking drugs and things of that nature. Those are big, big red flags. Again, you want to ask yourself, you want to pray about it. You want to ask, you want to see, why is this coming into the relationship? Is it something you want to tolerate, and if you're going to be tolerating it, that means you're ready to take up the cross that it will take to stand and praying and being there to be the one to help the person to go get help. Now, otherwise, you want to end the relationship amicably. You can't try to take control of things that you cannot handle. And again, remember, things like alcoholism or substance abuse is the person who you want to change has to recognize that it's a bad habit and has to desire to change before that change can come. So you can't go, oh, he's gonna be okay. It's okay. Women, we have a tendency to want to be mothers, and just accept that something is going to change later. No, that's outside of your realm. You cannot change anybody except yourself. So we can change people through prayer, which is God who changes the person. But things heavy as alcoholism and substance abuse, very big red flag. That again, you have to define and match any of these to your value. What are my values that I desire in this relationship? What is his value that he desire in this relationship? Not talking about it, which is lack of communication in the relationship. Lack of communication kills any relationship. I guarantee you. So you want to always, what I usually advise is pray first, and then find a good timing to bring that. Don't just be always bringing out as soon as he comes and walks into the, well, why did you do this, so. Find a good humble time. Remember, how you raise the issue is how you're going to get the answer. If you yell about it, he's going to yell back to you.
Run.
And
Yes. Those are the kind of red flags you run away from. Run. And we have always said it on this talk show. You cannot change anybody. You cannot. You are not God. All you can do is talk about it, pray about it, and let's go work it out. But don't go with that mindset that definitely I'm going to change him. Definitely I'm going to change her. It doesn't work that way. Thank you, Doris Olatunji. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Olubiyi Abimbola Olatunji. God bless you. Good evening to you over there. God bless you for joining us. Yes, thank you, everybody. Yeah, we are still expecting more calls. Now, triumphant, just to buttress what Miss Vivian Lebechi said about the question you asked. You know, thank God that you know that the person has given her life to Christ. That means giving his or her life to Christ. That means you yourself, you are a believer. Yes, that's a good one. When something like that, when somebody, a situation like that happen and the person has not given his life to Christ, and those red flags are not more there, or they are well reduced, oh, those are good. But the Holy Spirit himself will convince you, and it will be so visible. These are not the things that will say, oh, maybe I can see it, maybe I cannot see it. You will be able to see. You will be able to know. They will manifest. You see, you watch the person. You study the person. If all those things have gone down, or they are reduced, or the person is trying to make effort to get over all those things. Not that the person is just trying to pretend and tell you that, oh, now I'm giving my life to Christ, or all those things. It will definitely be visible. There's no way you will not see it. And even your own spirit, you know, your spirit will just tell you something. Just like I said the other time, do not neglect your gut. When your gut is telling you something, or you are feeling somehow about something, don't just neglect it. Don't just ignore it. You know, on this show we have talked about, Sister Vivian mentioned it now, that don't give excuse for anybody. For your man, for your guy, for your lady. No. If you notice anything, or somebody call your attention to something, don't just ignore it. Don't just give excuse on behalf of that. Or maybe it's me that is, or maybe it's me that has problem, or maybe it's me that do this. No. Those red flags, you need to watch them. You need to take note of them. You need to walk over them, especially the ones that you can work on, you know. And if there are changes, why not? Because you that you are seeing red flags, you are not perfect too. That person is seeing red flags in you too. That's why we call this relationship. You talk about it, you work it out. If it is workable, not the ones that you will now continue. You cannot just say, because I'm in a relationship with him or her, these are red flags I'm seeing, I'm off, you go. Now, next person, off you go. The next person, off you go. How many relationships do you want to have? Those red flags, there are some red flags that you can talk about. You can just, you know, at times you may be doing something you may not be aware, or you are aware, you are not, you don't take it as important. But if you see somebody trying to tell you, okay, your partner doesn't want this, and you think that, oh, I don't know that it's something, I said it's something that you will be able to, you know, work about it. Yes. Now, that is my pastor. He said, Galatians 5:19-21. Now the works of the flesh are evident: sexual immorality, impurity, sensuality, idolatry, sorcery, enmity, strife, jealousy, fits of anger, and rivalries, dissensions, divisions, envy, drunkenness, orgies. All those are the works of the flesh. They are the works of the flesh, and they are evident. You can see it. It's not something that maybe in the dream, or you are thinking about it, or you are imagining it. No, they are evident. You can see it. You can see it. Things, all those things that we have mentioned, I warn you, as I warned you before, that those who do such things will not inherit the kingdom of God. That is my pastor's contribution. All those things, they are just, in fact, red flags. More than enough red flags for us. Yes, there are more than enough red flags for us to take cognizance of in every relationship. And some other signs of red flags I want us to see this evening. It said, if you have a partner that are just broken up in a relationship, you don't be rushed. If you see somebody trying to rush you, it's good to take relationship fast, as long as it's normal, or there's something normal or okay with it. But when you feel you are being rushed, he's trying to rush you, and or she's trying to rush you, that just to make things, let's work these things and all those things, they may not. You have to be very careful. You have to be very, very careful about it. Yeah, if you feel anxious or uncomfortable with the way your partner is just taking the relationship, you're just trying to, let me say, to manipulate you. You feel that he or she is trying to manipulate you into the relationship. You have to be very careful about. Then there are some people that they will always describe their ex as crazy. That lady is crazy. That man is crazy. If you are in a relationship with somebody that will not see his own wrong or our own wrong in the previous relationship, maybe the person he or she broke up with may be at fault, but at least you two, you are not perfect. If you always call that person crazy, putting all the blame on the person, that and you see yourself as a saint, you see yourself as that, no, not me, I'm not. You have to be very careful of such people. That's another sign. That's another red flag. Because, of course, with time, you yourself, you will join the crazy exes. He or she will soon describe you as, my ex is crazy. My ex is this. My ex is this. If you see somebody that is very rude to people that are in service industry, say like your Uber driver, Lyft, or you go to a restaurant, okay, let's go and eat, and the person is very rude, thinking that these people, they are nothing, they are just working, it's just a driver, she's just a waitress, that's a big red sign for you there. Why will you just commonize everybody because you are rich or because you are not doing that kind of a job? If you are in a relationship and your partner is behaving that way, they don't even appreciate any other person that is not in their social level or their, let's say their rank or their level, so to say. They don't want to appreciate, they don't want to respect anybody. They see such people as ordinary people that needed not any respect. They talk to them anyhow, they act anyhow, they behave to them anyhow. That's a big red flag for you there. Whether you are a guy or you are a lady, somebody that that maybe financially, maybe socially, that person is not their mate. They are not in the same level. So you now treat that person like a trash. You go out, you travel together, he does the same thing at the airport, do this, she does that, everywhere. No, that's a very big red flag for you there. And there are some people that they are too used to lies. Just like Sister Abibia said the other time. Some people will have told lies that at times they will not even know that it's lying again. It's no more lie. It's no more lie. Because, it's part of them already. Those kind of people are very, very difficult, very, very difficult to relate with. That's a very big red sign. They are saying this is who they are, and they are doing something else. So they are just watch it, because if you are aware of such, and you think that maybe it will change, maybe it's nothing serious, maybe she will change, just presenting themselves who they are not, they say they are. You have to be very, very careful. You have to be very careful. That's another red flags we are talking of here. And another one is if the person Sister Bibia was talking of jealousy the other time. What of anger? If the person is any little thing, he or she is easily angered. And when they are angry, they can raise their voice, they can do all those kind of a thing. He or she may not beat you now, but when the relationship goes on, and maybe when you are married, definitely, you know, you used to say it. Anything bad and you don't address or you don't work to fix or to do things that becomes worse when you are married. Because period of courtship or period of dating, that is when you want to give your best to your partner. You know, there are some people that they will pretend. It's not good to pretend, but there are some that they will just pretend as if they are good. But if somebody can just behave like that, when you are in courtship, when you are dating, when he or she knows that you have option to opt out of that relationship, you have not made any vow, you have not gone in the presence of maybe in the church or people that, okay, I'm getting married, we are getting married, and all those things are not there, and he or she can behave that way. Definitely when you are married and he or she feels that, after all, we are married, after all, I owe you, after all, you are my own now, you know. There are some people like that. If you are expressing that kind of anger, you know, anger, like my pastor would tell us, is normal. Anger is part of us. Anger that is sinful is when you are going beyond what you are supposed to. The Bible says, be angry, but do not let sun come over that your anger. When you are angry, you start breaking things, you start destroying things, you start punching everybody, punching the wall, breaking television, destroying the house. And when everything is now, when you are now okay, you feel that, oh, I'm so sorry for doing this. And that kind of anger is devilish, is evil. You are not an angel. If somebody does something that makes you to be angry, definitely you'll be angry. But the way you express your anger or the way you handle the situation, that makes all the difference. So if you are in a relationship and somebody expresses anger in a way that makes you feel so unsafe, then you should run. Run, because it's not going to be funny as you go on in the relationship. It gets worse. So that is part of red flags. Another red flag that is very important and that most of us ignore is when you have a partner that doesn't want to listen to you. They don't want to listen to you. Maybe you are doing something, you are saying something very important that you're supposed to discuss together. Oh my God, the person is not ready to listen to you. He's doing something else. He's doing something else. He's not. He doesn't even have your time. She doesn't even have your time. That's very one. That is very serious. And when you have a partner that has overly controlling behavior, the person must tell you the type of clothes you will wear. The person will decide for you whether you are to move with your friend, whether to use your phone, whether to be on social media or not. The person controls everything about you. In fact, controls the type of food you eat. They feel that they know what is best for you and they want you to do it. That kind of a thing is a very big red flag. No, you have to run away. We have been saying that in a relationship there should be compromise. At least you do this, you fix yourself. There are some things you put down, there are some things you lift up so that you'll be able to work out a relationship. But when it comes that you have a controlling partner, you have a controlling guy or lady, run. That is a very big one. And another one is lack of trust. I said in my language, when we were treating trust and confidence in this talk show, I said that in my language, there's a saying that says, if you don't trust somebody, then you don't make friend with that person. If you make friend with that person, definitely, you have to trust the person. So if you know that there's no trust in that relationship, So you don't have to go on with that kind of a relationship. You cannot trust him. She cannot trust you. You don't trust yourself. Just like I said, marriage is you have a very long journey ahead of you. If there's no trust, then you back out. Please, that kind of a relationship is very, very, that is red flag. That is red flag. And another thing that I want us to see as red flag is that you are afraid or hesitant to introduce such partner to your friends. That means you yourself, you know that there are some situations that there are some things that is in the life of that person that don't make you comfortable, that you don't feel comfortable in introducing him or her. You know, to your friends or to your family, you are very reluctant. All those things that you are not comfortable with it, that you are not comfortable with, check them, walk over them, work them. If you see that they are workable, good. That nobody, you cannot discard anybody. But if you see that there's no evident changes, please run from that relationship. Don't just ignore or say, oh, maybe it will change, or with time. No, please don't go into such. And you know, the worst one, I don't want to say the worst one. The worst one is abuse. Whether physical abuse, mental abuse, verbal abuse. That one, just don't even walk away. Run. 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 Pata pata. Completely. Yes, when there are any form of abuse, please just run away from that. I will place it as number one on the list for me. Yes. And just like I said the other time, you are reluctant to introduce your spouse, or your spouse is reluctant to introduce you to anybody, maybe when you go out. I remember an example of one of my husband's spiritual son. You know, he was dating a lady at that time. He's not proud of her. He doesn't want them to go out together. He doesn't want people to know them together. What kind of relationship is that? They are in a relationship. He doesn't want people to know that they are together. He's not proud of her, taking her out. Maybe we have program or we have ceremony, party here and there. He is not proud of her. And that lady, she feels comfortable that she's in a relationship, right? That is not a relationship. Somebody that will not appreciate you, somebody that's so ashamed of you for whatever reason, whatever may be the reason, if you know that I want to be with this person, then you should be proud of the person. Be proud of the person. You'll be able to introduce her, you'll be able to introduce him, take him to wherever you want to go, let people know you together. Yes, let them know that you are doing life together. That is a red flag. If you see somebody that is not proud of you and is just behaving to you anyhow, please. Please. And another thing is, when you are unable to resolve conflict, you are in a relationship. You are not yet married. You know, at the beginning I said that today I want to really deal with my unmarried friends. You are in a relationship. You are not yet married. But you cannot, there is no conflicts that arise in your relationship that you are able to resolve. That is a very dangerous red flag there. That relationship, you are not compatible. Yes. Because definitely you will have one thing or the other, you know. There's no way you will not have misunderstanding. There's no way you will not have issues to trash. But now, when you have one, you are unable to settle it. Every time you have differences or conflicts, you are just piling it. You are unable to resolve it. Another one arises. You are unable to resolve it, and you just keep on living your life like that. That relationship will not last. If you marry yourself, then you have married into danger. So that is a very big red flag. You should be able to resolve whatever conflict comes your way. You know, that is it. In my language, they will say, if you don't finish this fight, when do you want to fight another one? So that's it. Gaslighting, yes, that's another form of, another tactic of manipulation. Yes, it's kind of emotional abuse. You know, the abuser or the manipulator will make you to question your own sanity or judgment. You begin to think, or maybe I'm the one that is wrong, or maybe, because when you present an issue, you just manipulate everything and confuse you and do everything, and you will just be feeling bad that maybe I'm the one that is wrong. The manipulator, they will do it in such a, there are some people that they know how to do it. They will make you feel like, they will make you judge your own or question your own judgment. That's I've not done right. I think it's right. I think she's right. They just, that kind of relationship, please, is a big red flag in your relationship. Run away from such. Yes. And another thing is, if you are in a relationship and your partner always have time with friends and families over you, you are not even important. Everything is about family. Everything is about friends. Before he can think about you 1%, he has already thought about the family and friends like 98%. He or she prefers, to say, family is family. Yes, your family is very important. But when you are in relationship and your partner is negatively affecting your relationship with those you love, please watch it and run. Healthy relationship we never come with the cost of other healthy relationships. Yes, that's why when we were discussing about courtship and dating, we said that there will be expanse, there will be enlargement of your circle of friends, of your family. Yes, all of you become one together. Not be using one aspect of your life to be affecting your relationship. If that one happens in relationship, either you talk about it, or there's no changes, or it's not working out, please run. Do not say, anyway, when we get married, it will be better. It will be better. It's because we are not yet married. Don't even assume anything. Please. All these red flags, they are doing great havoc in our marriages now. So if you are not yet married and you're experiencing all these things, it's a good time for you to reconsider everything. And it's either you run away, it's either you work it out, try to talk about it, pray about it. Those ones that you feel they are not red like that. Yes, talk about it, discuss about it, pray about it, then you go ahead. But the ones that are so obvious, please, if you don't marry that person, that is not the end of the world for you. Yes, you will see somebody that will appreciate you. You will see somebody that you can fulfill your life, that you can do life together, and you will be very happy. Now, before we go today, I want us to listen to a song, and that song is Come Walk With Me. Yes, come walk with me. Jesus is inviting you to walk with him in any relationship. And all these relationships we are saying, it's not only romantic relationship, relationship at work, relationship in the church, relationship everywhere. Please, all these red flags are very, very important. Before we listen to that song, because I know Sister Vivian, she likes that song very well. And that song is by my humble self, Doris Olatunji. It's on YouTube and on my YouTube channel, Pastor Doris Olatunji. Before we listen to that song, Sister Vivian, please, what do you have to say in rounding up for our people? Because I want us to end it here. We'll continue next week by God's grace. And I still want us to pray for Ukraine, because whatever is happening there is still happening. And then we pray for Afghanistan. They experienced bombing, whatever, 2 days ago, 3 days, on the 19th. Yes, in the school, for goodness sake, school children. So we have to pray. Our world needs prayer. We will continue to pray until our joy is full. So Sister Bibian, you will now tell us whatever you want to tell us in rounding up. Then you pray for Ukraine, pray for Afghanistan, pray for our world, that God will have his way. Briefly, please. God bless you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. You touched on so many good areas, especially when it comes to those, our friendships and relationship with our other, bringing them in, and our relationship with our family members. Like I always advise folks, you make sure you guys have a value within your relationship as to how you're going to be relating to your extended relatives. Very, very important. But I want to touch on the fact of getting addiction. If there's any addiction within the relationship, or you see a sign of it, it's not just alcohol, like I said before, but there could be addiction towards, gaming, or social media. If a man is, instead of going to work, he's sitting around and he's doing social media all the time, or he's playing games all the time, and vice versa. Those are very, very big, red flags to pray about and talk about it. And again, before you raise the issue to one another, I will advise that you pray and bring God in the midst. Ask God for the other person to listen and see that this is the problem. Again, you can't not achieve change until the person who's exhibiting the behavior realizes and believes that it's a bad behavior that's causing issue within the relationship, and then desires change. So very, very important. But I know without further ado, we're about to close as well, but I want to bring up the issue about lack of trust, and which extends from low self-esteem and low self-confidence, and it can lead to a lot of things. The suspicious nature that we talked about, the jealousy that we talked about. You want to ask yourself, why am I low self-esteem? What am I afraid of? Because low self-esteem and low self-confidence, really behind it, hidden, is really fear. Maybe you don't think you qualify of doing things, or you don't think you are pretty enough, or you don't think that you are worthy of dating this person or being in a relationship with this person. There's something within you that you need to solve and overcome. And once you overcome it, you're going to gain confidence. And that will just really cure that whole situation right there. So if you're low self-esteem or low confidence or jealous of someone, ask yourself, why am I jealous? What am I lacking? What do I think I'm lacking? Because there's nothing any one of us lack. And if you feel lack, there's nothing that you cannot be or do or have. So, but you have to learn how to acquire it by first asking God for the help and making sure that you discipline yourself to do something. Is it money? Go get extra job or something of that nature. There's always a solution to everything. So I wanted to make sure I touch base on that, because low self-esteem and breeds to trust, not trusting each other in the relationship, quickly leads to a lot of conflict. And is it also, we need to talk about money. We are on money. If you see somebody spending so much, are you guys having a joint account and the money's there, and every Friday or whenever you get paid, everybody pays him, but before you know it, he takes the money or she takes the money, buys something frivolous that is not contributory to the value of the marriage, of what you guys are building together. Those are very big red flags that needs to talk about. You don't need to run away from the relationship, but it's something to talk about. And I want to end by saying, everyone to realize that every issue that we think of, red flag, conflict, whatever it could come at, God allows us to experience that for our growth, even though it seems so bad. So look at red flags as opportunity for you to grow, opportunity for He who's giving you that red flag to grow. So it's always, but we cannot grow until we talk about it. And we cannot talk about it until we have talked to the Creator, who is actually allowing it to come into our lives. So rejoice jubilantly, that it is something to be thankful, that if we see a red flag, it's either we need to grow or our partner needs to grow. Because when you jump from one relationship to another and don't solve that issue, believe it or not, you're going to get it wherever you go. That's how come you see divorces and separations happening every single time, because people are not willing to discipline themselves to take care of that particular issue so that it doesn't continue to replicate and go on and so forth and so on. Anyway, I want to pray about everything what we have offered here today, and as well as the people in Ukraine and people all over the world. Father in heaven, I want to bring you. We are all in your throne of grace. You are awesome God. There is no issue happening to us that you are not aware of. We just need to be able to be in an alignment with you and leave control to you and draw strength and power and a majestical resolution from you. When we get it from you, it really solves like effortlessly, you know. So I thank you, Father, that the people of Ukraine, I pray most importantly that they get to know you, that they draw solace, they draw comfort and seek you for grace, for happiness, no matter what the situation is going on. And I pray that this situation will lessen very quickly, oh Lord, that people's lives will be restored peacefully and amicably, oh Lord. Resolve the war amicably. Only you know what is the true intention that caused this war. It may not be what they're sharing with us, but only you know, dear Father, the true intention, the true contention that's going on, and the true solution to solve it. And therefore, I want us also pray and call your attention to places like Nigeria and Uganda and other parts of the world that we are not even hearing what's going on over there. Thank you so much for taking care of them. That there are people like us who are praying for them, the solution to their lives. But Father, most importantly, that no matter what people are going through in the world, it's actually opportunity for us to turn around to get to know you. I pray that everyone will seek your attention, will seek your face, will get to know that when we know you, our issues and problems are solved. So I thank you in advance for all that with such resolution for everyone who is experiencing any issue in the world. And dear Father, I call your attention to anyone in a relationship in our midst who are watching us and those who are going to watch this video later on, that they will learn something. But most importantly, that they realize that you have the ultimate answer. We may offer some solutions here, but we are not their creator. We are not you, the King of Kings, the Creator, the powerful majesty, the All King, the All Maker, the Alpha and Omega. Father, you are the one that everyone should look up to. Not even me, not even Pastor Doris. We are your agents. I thank you immensely for always fortifying us to give us the grace to be able to share with the world. And I thank you most importantly that we win souls for you, that they be able to realize also knowing that they can draw from you and solve concerns deeply by themselves from drawing from within. But I thank you that anyone who has questions can call here. I thank you for this platform that has been created and people be able to find solace and not only just answer and calling in to get answer, but people find solace. Like there's nothing like a peace of mind, oh dear. Yes. Yes. Yes.
So much. Thank you. May the Lord hear our prayer. Yes, before we listen to that song, I have a question here. Thank you for this wonderful topic by Bosse Adekoye. My question is, how do we help people in relationship who ignore all red flags, all in the name of love? Yeah, we continue to talk to them, we continue to pray with them. You cannot force anybody to do anything. But if that person, if you have power over such, let's say your son, your daughter, God forbid bad thing, put your feet down. Because whatever happens, all those red flags, families, all the people that are close to them will definitely be partakers of the negative effect of the long run. So we will continue to say it, we will continue to shout it, we will continue to pray for them. You know, we always talk about prayer on this group, on this talk show. We can never pray enough. So, but that is all. We continue to pray for them, and we continue to talk about it for them, to them rather. So I want to appreciate every one of us that joined us today in today's talk show. The Lord bless us. The Lord keep and watch over us. I pray that you have a wonderful and glorious weekend. I want to appreciate all our viewers, for those that will even watch later, all those people that have contributed one way or the other, by calling him, by writing on the Facebook, for your encouragement. Thank you, Sister Mercy. Thank you. I hope you are back from Nigeria. Welcome. Thank you. We love you. Thank you. And everyone that have joined us today, Becky T, Adedokun, Oluseyi Owade, yes. Thank you, Bose Adekanye, Mercy William Efegba. Thank you, Simon Olatunji, that's my pastor. Olubiyi Abimbola Olatunji, Oreoluwa Olatunji, Inioluwa Olatunji, triumphant all the way from Talikwa. God bless everyone. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Let's see together next week. Let's meet here because we will still continue. We have not finished at all. We still have a lot of them. And what do we do if you are married and you have those red flags? So let's go. Let's see. Let's join us together. Join us next week by God's grace on same platforms. Same time, 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Nigeria time, 9 p.m. United Kingdom time, on Doris Olufunke Olatunji's timeline on Facebook, then on Pastor Doris Olatunji's channel on YouTube. You see us on Instagram, on Twitter. You will see us there. Thank you so much. I want to appreciate my husband. Thank you for always being there. The Lord will encourage you. The Lord will strengthen you and more grace upon your life. All the crew and director of One Hope Media, Dallas, God bless you. God bless you. So as we sign out today, let's listen to Come Walk With Me, and then the Lord bless us. See you next week on same platforms, same time, by the special grace of God. Bye and enjoy your weekend. Thank you.
People, singles, men, women, marriage, music, money, at all. Matrimony. Every Friday by 5 p.m. Central, a new day dawns. You're welcome to join this cutting-edge online community connect for family and friends like Doris Olufunke Olatunji, an online community talk show where all marriage-related existential issues are treated. Whatever happens to dating, engagement, planned society ceremony, building a happy home, newlyweds, vacations, all rise and fall on Money. Yes, you heard right, money. So what's your question? Call us 181-7933-1774. WhatsApp calls only. You can also build your business as you partner with us, increasing your sales and patronage when we make some noise for you. You get us in, we get you out there. Follow us on all your favorite social media handles. This public announcement is brought to you by the Soul Lifters World Group, Alabaster Foundation, and Pastor Doris Olufunke Olatunji Partners.
Fóònù yín tẹ́ fún mi báà kan péré ló kù mẹ́ fóònù tèmi gan tí mo rò pé máa ṣáàjì gan ni mo wá ṣáàjì sí ni mo ṣáàjì.